The percent proportion, section 6.2. What is the percent proportion? Well, it is written as this right here. A over W equals P over 100. But what does that mean? That means the part divided by the whole equals the percent over 100. Okay, that's your percent proportion. And we can use this to find any piece of this proportion given that we're told what the other two pieces are. So, for instance, if we're given this question here, what percent of 15 is 12? So we're trying to find percent. So we set it up like this. That's what we're trying to find. They give us the whole, which is 15 right there, and they give us the part, which is 12. So we can fill out our percent proportion with the information they gave us to help us find the percent, right? To find P. So in this looks like just like an equation, 12 over 15 equals P over 100. To get the P by itself, we multiply both sides by 100. So then we end up with, let's go up here, 1200 divided by 15. And if we divide that out, we find that our answer is going to be 80. So then P equals 80. So our percent is 80. Okay, moving on to the next one. Again, we can use the percent proportion to help us find a part. So in this question, it says, what number is 0.5% of 200? So we want to find the part, right? This one here. So we can fill in the rest with what they gave us. What number is 0.5%? Well, they told us the percent, 0.5 of 200. Well, they just gave us, that's the whole, right? Okay, so this one then, again, we can use our knowledge of solving equations to find A. And to do that, we multiply both sides by 200. So it becomes 0.5 over 100 times 200 over 1. That's the same as 2 and 1, right? So it ends up being 1.0, meaning our part is 1. So what number is 0.5% of 200? 1. Okay, and the last thing we can use the percent proportion for is to find the whole. So in this question here, 150% of what number is 30? Well, again, we're trying to find the whole, and they told us what the percent is. It's 150. And it is, let's see, here's the part, 30, right? 150% of what number? W is 30. So again, we can rewrite this as 30 over W equals 150 over 100. And on this one, we will use our cross product to help us solve it. So 100 times 30 equals 150 times W. And that ends up being 3,000 equals 150 W. So W ends up being 20. Right? Divide both sides by 150 and you get W is 20. So 30 over 20 20 is our whole, is 150%. Meaning 150% of 20 is 30. 150% of 20 equals 30. Okay, time for you to write in your notes. There are just the whole page of notes to write in. And now you can do 1, 2, 3 practice problems. All right, some hints on doing the practice problems. Finding a percent. What percent of 5 is 3? So remember, what is our percent proportion that we want to use? A over W equals P over 100, right? So we're finding the percent in this one, so we have to plug in the values we know for the part and the whole, right? So the part they gave us was 3, the whole they gave us was 5. We're trying to find P. So now we can multiply both sides by 100 and we will have our P. Okay, in finding the part, what number is 80% of 60? Okay, so on this one, we're trying to find the part. Okay, they gave us the percent, 80, and they gave us the whole, 60, right? Again, we're plugging everything just into our percent proportion. Okay, on this one, multiply both sides by 60, and then you'll be able to find your A. And on the final one, finding the whole, again, we're going to use our percent proportion. So they gave us the percent. 0.1% of what number is 4? So this is 0.1 over 100. And the number 4 is our part, and we're looking for the whole, right? So on this one, we can use our knowledge of the cross product, and it becomes 100 times 4 equals 0.1 times W, and we solve for W. And that is it for 6.2.